Hey everyone, I'm back here today with the Super7 Ultimates Rose Biollante. Now, this figure went up for pre-order over a year ago, and the renders looked pretty good. And, well, it caught my attention. And with this figure being the first representation of this character, it is definitely a must-buy for me. And I've had, if you've seen my last review, I reviewed their 1989 Goji, and I'm changing up, I guess, the style of review here, with my voice. I've had, I guess, in the comments, what I should do with my style of reviews, and this is what seemed to come out on top with my voice, so I can opinionate and everything, which is easier, but in the past I've always found it easier doing like text. I don't know, I just find it better. I don't know, handling that. I need to figure out a style. But yeah, so we got the Super7 Ultimates Rose Biollante. This is part of Wave 1 of their Ultimates, their Toho Ultimates line. Now, they have all, like, I think up to Wave 4 now. I don't know if the Shoguns count as a wave or not. But, yeah, this is Wave 1. These hit about, sorry, that was something. That's my phone. These came out about almost a month ago now, so I'm like really late on these. I received mine about 2.5 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. And first impressions, I will say this to just get it out of the way, and this goes for the 89 Goji too. These figures are for a different type of collector, if I'll add. That it just comes down to what your preferences are. Like, me personally, I enjoy these. I'll be honest. I enjoy these, and obviously I have no attachment to Super7. Like, I'm speaking from my thoughts. I honestly enjoy these, but I can also see the reasons people will not like these. But yeah, I personally, when I first got these, I opened up Godzilla first, being what was so called the worst figure in Wave 1. And I personally enjoy the Godzilla, because I have the Godzilla like to my left right here. I personally enjoy the Godzilla more than this Biollante, and we'll go over that. But yeah, let's get right into it. So for Rose Biollante's paint apps, this is one of the topics of conversation with these figures, and like I said, I can totally see why people are not the biggest fan of these. So, starting off with the head, it's got a nice red for the flower. Teeth are painted in that like bone white color. Now, you should be able to see it on the camera, but the bottom line of the teeth here, one of the topics of debate here was like the mold lines here. And while I admit it is pretty bad, look, in some cases, like if you're really looking like straight at the teeth here, like I have, as you can see, I have the render like right in the background here on my computer, and with both of the figures, and they really, I mean, you saw the people that pre-ordered these, I mean, they're not that much different from what's being shown in the renders here. And this is where I kind of blamed the customer is here for your purchase. Like, I get it. Everybody has their opinions. Yes, $85. Do I think these are $85 worth? No. I'll get to that later. But, like, you saw these renders over a year ago, and are not much different. Honestly, I kind of, I take that back. But these are a little bit of a downside compared to the renders. Definitely, I guess, Godzilla. But yeah. Anyways, with the teeth, got the mold line there. One thing that's different from the renders compared to the Biollante here is for the renders, they kind of have like a wash, like a shadow here. And in the certain lighting, it does, I mean, the shadows do kind of like pop over itself like it is right now for the camera. But I think it could have benefited from a slight wash. Just to like highlight the levels here, the petals. For the leaves here, they're a light green. I can't tell if it's, I think it's a light green with a dark green like wash dry brush effect going on. You can definitely see with this leaf here. You can definitely see under too, like the leaf veins and all. By the way, I broke my hand, so sorry if I'm kind of like struggling here. You can definitely see in the back here, on the top here, for the leaves here, pretty nice. Now, our topic here was the body color, and I mean, it really just depends on what image you're looking at. Some have it like a light green in images. Like, by no means is this figure accurate, like, at all. It's just very stylistic. I'm just comparing it to like suit colors here. Some pictures have it as a light green with like a shadow effect, and for the most part, the body actually looks pretty good. It looks pretty good, the body here. And I don't mind darker colors, as it's kind of that's the way it is in the film. But there is a tiny, and I mean the tiniest bit here, of dry brushing. I don't even know if you'll be able to see it here. Like, there's just the tiniest little bit here. Yeah, you're not going to see it on this camera. Sorry about that. It's a tiny bit here throughout the body, and that goes to the leaves or the tendrils here, which overall too, this figure has a very nice sculpt. Same goes to Godzilla. I think it is, again, I go back to this topic again. These are, what is my dog doing? My dog is sleeping next to me. Sorry about that. These figures are, it's just a different type of audience. They're different, appealing to a different type of audience. And like I said, if I can see why people don't like it. Like, these are very stylized. And I think, like, I saw one comparison to one of my favorite reviewers, the Geek Chest. Steve made a great comparison, which I kind of had the same thought in my head. He worded it perfectly, though. It's like they couldn't get a hold of the Trendmasters molds to make them in their fully posable figures. So instead, they took Monster Arts, and they just like downgraded it to make it more toyish. Like, that's how I feel with these. Is that a bad thing? No. When this is $85, I don't know. It's just up to you. Yeah, overall, though, it's pretty good. Could use a bit more. I mean, could use a bit more. Like, for the mouths here, mouths are pretty good, though. Teeth are good, too. Yeah. This video is just going to be me talking a lot, because I'm just voicing my opinions on these Super 7 figures. Anyways, though, we'll get into articulation now. So, for the articulation, the head. Damn it. It's on a barbell ball joint here. So, get the double movement there. What was that one? What am I doing here? Okay. Alright. So, for the ball joint here, it could go up about that far. About down that far. Could go right about that far. Could go left about that far after, because it starts hitting the leaf here. Pretty good for the head. Now, I've seen a lot of people too get the waist here mixed for a swivel, which is not on a swivel. It's actually on a same style joint as the head here. Kind of stuff on mine. Yeah. I mean, you're not going to really move this that much unless you're like getting like a leaning forward, like attacking pose, I guess. Yeah. Now, these, on the other hand, I mean, there was definitely better ways going around this here. This is my main gripes with the figure here. Back here, you have the tendrils and the ports here. They're all, so the tendrils here with the spikes, they're all, it's one solid piece of plastic, so you're not gonna get anything like range of movement with them. It's really the mouth heads that are going to be really posable here, and these are primarily on swivels and hinges. So you get one at the base here, one here. I'm just trying my best here with my hand, and then one here, and then I actually, fun fact, I almost broke the head here when I first opened it out of the packaging, because I originally thought these were also hinges at the base here, but no, these are actually swivels here. And then the mouths are in hinges, can open up pretty wide, but you can also get that weird SHMA or Monstars jaw effect there. But what really hurts this, I think, I would have been fine, because I really sit with my figures and try and post them really good. That's just stuff that bothers me. And what really hurts this, I think, is the joint tolerance. Because, like, as you can see right now, this thing cannot hold up its life. Like, literally, this thing can't hold anything here. And you kind of have to, like, cheat it. Like, curl it to the body in order to get it to stay. And it goes with all the tendrils here. It's like they're not secured in all the way. And if you look at the joints here, like, if you compare Godzilla's, like, the pegs to for his hands there, it's like on a, you definitely know it's secured in. Like, it pops twice when it's fully in. Like, it's, like, these, though, they're just straight up pegs. Here, I'll try and see if I can get it out here. Like, It's just a straight up peg. There's like a little notch there, but it don't do anything. It's disappointing. It's pretty disappointing, if I'm going to be honest. It's one of the main reasons I really enjoyed Godzilla more. That's really it for articulation here. And I don't really want to move these tendrils here because they're a pain to put them back. But, yeah, that's really the articulation of this guy. I mean, it's a stationary plant. What are you going to do? Alright, on to accessories. We got an alternate head, which is very nicely detailed. Pretty much the same as this head. I think same thing as this head, just a closed mouth. Although the mold lines aren't as present on my copy, although I have seen on Facebook groups where literally like the mold line will be at like the top of the teeth here. And again, that's just, I think I got a better copy than most people with this one. So I'm kind of lucky for that. Yeah, same gripes with the normal head. You get 2 blasted heads off here, although they're not articulated, which I'm pretty sure back at New York Comic Con when they showed off the prototypes and we got that god-awful prototype for Burning Godzilla, that these were also articulated, but it seems that they took it away now. Like, yeah, you can even, I'm just looking at seeing that now. There's literally like a seam line here, so they had to at some point decide hey, no articulation there. Because these definitely were intended to articulate the sculpt still. And you also get 2 little stumps here to interchange with the mouths here as they're blown off or something. And one thing that's pretty cool too, which another thing that sucks too, is these, I don't know if I have the right pieces here. I don't think I do. Oh, wait. Yeah. Okay. So, like, you can combine the bits here. And I think these were intended to stick together. So I'm trying to put it back together here. Which is actually a really cool effect, and I would have actually probably displayed one of my tendrils like that, but they don't stay together at all. The head, you know, the deal. Pop it off. Pop back on. I've also seen a lot of people have a loose head. Mine's really, really stiff to get on. I have a really stiff head, so it's pretty good. For the heads here, I'm going to try and be really careful because I almost broke it last time. Sorry, guys. This is hand. Ugh. Yeah. See, if you look here, it's kind of a stretch mark. That's for me almost breaking it. And then put this back on. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do this with my hand right now. Sorry, guys. Where's that go? Oh, yeah, good connection at least though. But yeah, that's pretty much it for accessories. And let's get to the size comparisons now. So overall, you know my thoughts with this figure. We've gone over a lot of times here throughout this video. It's definitely a bit of a longer first video with me talking here. That's just because it's a controversial line here. Personally, I'm looking forward to the upcoming figures, especially Super Mechagodzilla. Their Burning Godzilla was a massive turnaround from their New York Comic Con prototype. I'll try and put pictures here on the screen with the comparisons, but it was a massive turnaround from what that hideous thing was at New York Comic Con. But from the new prototype, it actually looks really good now. They really nailed the paint job down. And with Destroy and the Meltdown Godzilla, I actually didn't pre-order them yet because I'm gonna wait for Wave 2 to, I guess, decide whether or not I want to dive fully into this line. I think this is just a weird roster choice for the first line. Because you have Godzilla, which is their posable figure, and then you pick the stationary kaiju to come out with it, so it's really only one posable figure here. And that's why I'm really waiting for Wave 2. And, I'm also interested in what's happening with Destroyer. Because, again, going back to New York Comic Con, they also showed off a beam effect. And we haven't seen any news on that beam effect, on what's going on with that. Now that they're doing the bonus super packs or whatever they're calling them, with the alternate heads with beams, I wonder if sometime down the line we'll maybe get a reissue with that beam, or if that beam's canceled. I don't know. Nobody knows that, actually. So we'll find out at the time of release with that. And Space Godzilla and Mogira just went up for a pre-order about 2 weeks ago now, right before SDCC, and they look pretty good, going off by renders. But yeah, I really these are just a weird set of figures for me to go off by right now. I'm literally just looking back and forth with Godzilla and Biollante right now, and they're right on my front shelf too, and I just go back and forth and wonder, is this worth it or not? I don't know. I enjoy these, but they definitely could be better. And I think the complaints going against these are definitely a bit too harsh. So, overall, I think Biollante's the worst figure of the wave here. And you could possibly wait on a sale for this one. Godzilla, I think, is very enjoyable. Again, different types of audience here for the collecting. Again, if you pre-ordered these, and it goes with really any of these figures, you go into it looking at the renders, prototypes, or whatever they're showing, and you're pre-ordering it or buying it because you think it looks good or appeals to you. And it doesn't always hurt if you get the figure and you don't like it. There's always selling. Selling is always an option. And I see people that go complain oh, this figure is horrible. The QC sucks, and this goes with any figure company. The QC sucks, blah blah blah. If you don't like the figure, just sell it. Get your money back. Sell it for the MSRP. And yeah, use that money. You can grab something else if you want. I don't care. Do whatever you want with your money. So, yeah, there's my little rant. So, yeah, good talk. I'll see you in the next one. Like and subscribe. Comment, please. Get my analytics up. Yeah. And I'll probably post my Twitter and Instagram on this channel, description, whatever. It's somewhere. So, yeah. Bit of good chat. So, have a great night, day, whatever your time zone is, and I'll see you later.